The narcissist will treat the new supply worse. Why the next person often faces more pain than the last. So if you broke up with your narcissist and you are thinking that they are treating their new supply, their new girlfriend, their new wife, their new spouse, their new husband, their partner better than the way they did treat you, then watch this video. Watch this full video and you'll get your answer. Now, the truth many people do not know. Many people believe that when a narcissist finds a new partner, everything becomes perfect. People, when they see photos on social media, when they see smiling faces, when they see expensive gifts, romantic vacations, and happy messages, they think that the narcissist has changed. It looks like the narcissist has changed. Now, this picture is usually not the full story. The picture they are trying to show the world is not the full story. The truth is that many narcissists treat their new supply, their new partner, their new girlfriend, their new boyfriend, their new spouse, even worse than they treated the previous one. The abuse may not start immediately, but with time, it often becomes more severe. Why? Because the narcissist does not learn from past relationships. Instead, they become better at hiding their behavior. They also become more controlling, more demanding, and less patient. Think of a person who keeps breaking the same cup every day. Instead of learning to be careful, they simply buy another cup. The problem is not the cup. The problem is how they handle it. The same is true for a narcissist. The problem is not the people they date. The problem is the narcissist's unhealthy personality. Now, for example, Sarah left her narcissistic boyfriend after years of insults and lies. 3 months later, Sarah saw him with another woman. They looked happy. Sarah cried because she thought he had become a better man. 2 years later, she met that woman by chance, by accident. The woman quietly said, "I wish someone had warned me." So, one thing about narcissists, before you continue, I want to remind you a narcissist is a selfish, self-centered, egocentric, egotistic, self-absorbed individual. They only think about themselves. They take. They don't give. And if they give, it's all about manipulation. Narcissists, it's all about me, I. With a narcissist, they lack empathy. They are very arrogant, proud bullies. And narcissists, they use then discard others. They will use you then dump you. They only need to control you. They want to control everything about you. And they're happy when they destroy you. Their main mission is to hurt you, to cause pain in your life. And that's how they get energy. That's how they thrive. Now, why a narcissist will treat the new supply worse than they treated you? Every new relationship starts with love bombing. The narcissist almost never starts by being cruel. In a relationship with a narcissist, they begin with love bombing. They give compliments. They send many messages. They buy gifts. They promise forever. They say things like, "You are my soulmate. I've never loved anyone like this. You understand me better than anyone." Now, the new supply will feel special, but this stage is only temporary. The narcissist is creating emotional attachment. Once they know the new person is deeply in love, everything begins to change. For example, James met a woman who called him every morning and every night. She wanted to spend every weekend together. She said he was perfect. After 6 months, that woman stopped answering his calls. That woman criticized everything James did. She became cold and distant. James wondered what had happened. The answer was simple. The love bombing had ended. Now the real narcissist appeared. The narcissist learns from previous relationships. Many people think narcissists repeat exactly the same mistakes. Not always. Many narcissists actually become more skilled manipulators. Every relationship teaches them new tricks. They learn which lies worked. They learn which lies failed. They learn how to hide cheating. They learn how to avoid being caught. They learn how to make people feel guilty. They learn how to control someone's emotions. This makes future relationships even more dangerous. Imagine a thief. The first time they get caught, instead of stopping, they simply become a smarter thief. The same thing can happen with narcissists. For example, in one relationship, a narcissist lost control because they shouted too much. In the next relationship, they stay calm in public but become emotionally abusive in private. The abuse has not disappeared. It has simply changed form. Again, the narcissist becomes less patient. Many narcissists become more impatient as they grow older. They no longer want to spend months pretending to be kind. They expect immediate obedience. If the new supply disagrees, they become angry very quickly. Simple things become arguments. For example, the partner wants to visit family, the narcissist says no. The partner asks why, the narcissist explodes. Healthy people solve disagreements by talking. Narcissists often see disagreements as disrespect. This makes later relationships harder. The narcissist expects complete control from the beginning. Now, the new supply may also face more control. That new partner of the narcissist will be more controlled. Control is one of the biggest goals of a narcissist. The new supply may experience checking their phone, controlling their money, choosing their friends, deciding what they wear, telling them where they can go, monitoring social media. At first, these actions may sound caring. I just worry about you. I only want to protect you. Slowly, the freedom disappears. For example, Mary stopped talking to her friends because her boyfriend always complained about them. Soon, she had no support system. The narcissist had exactly what he wanted, that is isolation. People who are isolated are easier to control. Again, they use more emotional abuse. Not every narcissist becomes physically violent. Many become emotionally abusive. And this includes constant criticism, silent treatment, gaslighting, humiliation, blaming, threats, making the partner feel guilty. For example, they say you are too sensitive, you always cause problems, no one else will love you, you are lucky I stay with you. Now, these words slowly destroy confidence. The victim begins to doubt themselves. They stop trusting their own thoughts. This is exactly what the narcissist wants. Again, with a new partner, the mask falls faster. In early relationships, a narcissist may pretend for a long time. But later relationships are different. The masks often falls much sooner. Why? Because pretending is exhausting. The narcissist becomes tired of acting kind. Their true personality appears earlier. For example, one partner experienced insults after 1 year. The next partner experienced insults after only 3 months. The behavior became worse more quickly. The cycle was speeding up. Again, with the new supply, the new supply will be blamed for everything. Nothing is ever the narcissist's fault. If something goes wrong, someone else must be blamed. The new supply becomes the easiest target. Examples include, you made me angry, you forced me to lie, you caused this fight. If you loved me, I wouldn't behave like this. Now, these statements are manipulative. Everyone is responsible for their own actions. Healthy people accept responsibility. Narcissists often avoid it. The blame never ends. Again, the narcissist often repeats the same cycle. Although every relationship is different, many narcissists follow the same pattern. First comes admiration, then control, then criticism, then emotional abuse, then distance, then replacement. The people change, the cycle stays the same. Imagine a movie that plays again and again with different actors. The story never changes. Only the faces change. That is how many narcissistic relationships work. Again, social media can be very misleading. Many former partners believe the narcissist is happier with the new supply. Social media often creates this illusion. People post romantic dinners, flowers, vacations, birthday celebrations, smiling selfies. Very few people post arguments. Very few people post crying, insults, loneliness, fear. Because of this, the relationship looks perfect, but appearance can be very different from reality. Never judge a relationship by photographs alone. Again, the new supply is not your replacement. Many survivors think they found someone better. They upgraded. I was not good enough. These thoughts are understandable but often untrue. The narcissist usually does not replace people because they found someone better. They replace people because they need fresh admiration, attention, and control. The new supply is simply the next person in the cycle. For example, a person may replace an old battery with a new one. Eventually, that battery also loses power. The narcissist keeps searching instead of fixing the real problem within themselves. One of the biggest mistakes survivors make is comparing themselves to the new supply. Questions like this keep people trapped. Are they prettier? Are they richer? Are they younger? Why did the narcissist choose them? These questions rarely bring peace. Instead, focus on your own healing. Spend time with supportive people. Learn new skills. Exercise. Pray or meditate if it helps you. Read good books. Build your confidence again. Your goal is not to compete with the new supply. Your goal is to rebuild your own life. The narcissist may appear happier with the new supply, but appearances can be deceiving. A person who refuses to change their unhealthy behavior usually carries the same problems into every new relationship. A healthy relationship is built on honesty, respect, trust, kindness, patience, and shared responsibility. It cannot grow where there is manipulation, constant control, lying, or emotional abuse. If you escaped a narcissistic relationship, remember that living was not losing, it was choosing peace over pain. The new supply is not necessarily living a better life. They may simply be at an earlier stage of the same cycle. Instead of watching what the narcissist is doing, focus on your own future. Every day you spend healing is a step towards freedom. Every lesson you learn makes you stronger. Every healthy choice helps you build a better life. In the end, the greatest victory is not proving anything to the narcissist. The greatest victory is becoming emotionally healthy, finding peace, and creating relationships where love is based on respect instead of control. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you've learned a thing or two. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel if you've not done so. Share this video widely to all those who may need it. Thank you.